Thank you for coming back to my music review channel for today's review. We got 808 and Heartbreak by Kanye West. This CD, for the most part, is very plain packaged. It doesn't really have a lot on it, in all honesty. When I picked it up, I didn't realize that this was the CD. I just saw it was on sale at Target for $4, and I said, you know what, I'll check it out. I've never heard this CD before. My fiance Meg has heard this CD before, but for what the CD is, it is 12 tracks, 11 are listed. One is like a secret track, but this is the inside of the CD, and the CD is hot. I took it out, the CD player, in my car, so you guys can see. That's my CD player if you look in the reflection of it. So, and this is just basically the general area of where I live. And that's the camera. That's you guys right there. That's you guys watching right now. So, this CD is on Roc-A-Fella. Now, I was completely surprised to hear that it was on Roc-A-Fella because he has Lil Wayne on one of the tracks. And this is the inside booklet. The inside booklet is a poster. Normally, they got pages and things like that. I was actually, when I opened this up, I was pretty shocked in all honesty. So, I mean, let's go through the tracks of this one. It's got, first track is Say You Will. Pretty bland for the most part. It's just an opening segment for a CD. Then you got Welcome to Heartbreak featuring Kid Cudi. Definitely powerful for lyrics. He definitely slays. Then you got Heartless. Heartless is just like, you know, sometimes you find somebody that you absolutely love and you'll do anything for them. And, you know, sometimes they're not reciprocative of those feelings, and what happens is you'll lose your soul basically to that person. And in all honesty, it's not a, you know, it's a realization song. It's a song that everybody needs to hear, and if you do have a woman and you're not paying attention and keeping up with what you have to keep up with, you know, I would recommend, you know, if you're trying to get back in that motivation of keeping her rather than having her leave you, you definitely need to listen to that song once or twice. The next song is Amazing featuring Young Jeezy. Now, Young Jeezy has always been like one of my favorite underground rappers. He just spits some crazy bars, and his metaphors are off the chain. Then you got Love Lockdown, you know, where they're trying to lock love down. It'll keep your love locked down, your love locked down, gonna keep your love locked down. You know, I'm not loving you the way I wanted to. But anyway, so I mean, that's a pretty solid song. Then you got Paranoid. Meg seems to really like that song, Paranoid. I don't really like that song per se, but it's a decent song. I've heard the beat probably about 4 or 5 times this weekend, so I can honestly say that this is a very solid song. And I've been listening to the CD for Valentine's Day weekend. I've been listening to the CD a lot. RoboCop, you know, he's basically talking about like a girl who moves like a RoboCop, like you're always after him, and you know, I could just see it in all honesty. Like, but let's be real. When you look at the track titles of this CD, like this CD is designated like, you know, like this is like a, like if you've ever listened to Outkast, they had Love Hate Speaker Box. This is a CD where you have, you know, half the songs are about falling in love, half the songs are about keeping someone, half the songs are about breaking up, what you do after the fact. So it's definitely a solid CD for that. Then you have, after RoboCop, you have Street Lights. This seems to be like Meg's favorite song, and in all honesty, I like this song a lot too. Basically, he's talking about, you know, he wants to make a change, and he just wants to make sure that there is still time for him to change. And in all honesty, we as humans and we as a people, we definitely need a change in our lifestyles, because the way that the world is going, as much as I hate to say it and give Kanye West the benefit of the doubt and tell him like, yo, like, you're right, but the way that song is made, Streetlights, he's definitely right. And as much as it kills me to say Kanye West is right about something, he definitely had it. And this CD came out before he went crazy, so he definitely was on it with that. And then, you know, the next track after that is Bad News. So he clearly did something bad, and he was expecting some bad news, and that's exactly how the song goes for the most part. Then after that, you have See You in My Nightmare featuring Lil Wayne. It's just basically like he's moved on, and now this girl pops back up into his dreams and all of that, and it's just like, instead of being a beautiful dream, as most people would think about it, if you're thinking about a woman, it turned into be a horrific nightmare for him. And it doesn't like go into that like detail to say it's a horrific nightmare, but that's the gist that I felt from that song. I like Lil Wayne's verse in it. I think that he's a decent rapper as well, although personally I do not like any of his music. If I hear him like in a co-track or like I won't buy one of his CDs, because I just think like the style that he created is very immature, and for people to grow and for people to experience their feeling, to basically become better people, his music doesn't exactly help anybody in any way. I mean, it might be a good song to bump and grind to, but other than that, Lil Wayne his music does not appeal to me at all. And I actually listen to a lot of rap. I listen to a lot of music altogether. The next track on it is Coldest Winter. It's a slow song for what it is, but it flows. And then the last song is like a hidden track on this. I don't know what it's called, but it's a live track, and he's got people singing in it, and that's pretty much how I feel about this CD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's either Streetlights or Bad News. The song is like 6 or 7 minutes long. My fiance and myself, we have caught ourselves listening to just the beat of that song. That song is extra long for no reason. I want to show you guys the inside of the booklet, though. This is what you start with. You would take it out, and this is what you'd be looking at. And you could fold it one way, and you fold it another way, and then you got a picture of Jeezy. He looks normal in this. This is before he went crazy and married Kim K and started naming his babies after compass symbols, Northwest and Southwest, and trying to take over American Airlines. I'm sure he does. Makes shoes that cost $2,000 to pop. So we're gonna open this up, and when you open it up, what do you know? It's normal Kanye West. This must have been exactly what Kim K was looking at, and she was like, oh my God, I want him to put a wine glass on my booty. I got a booty like a shelf. And that's what he came up with. And this is a picture of Kanye and his mom before he went crazy. I don't know exactly what happened there, but that's a nice looking picture of Kanye West and his mom. They look happy. In all honesty, that looks like a happy mom. I got to give it to Kanye. He did a good job with that one. So that is how I feel about 808 and Heartbreaks. One of my favorite parts about this is when I give each of these CDs that I review a rating. For this CD, it does flow. I do feel that perhaps in its prime, when it came out, this CD came out 2008 on Roc-A-Fella Records. When this CD came out 10 years ago, I'd be willing to say this CD probably made him a lot of money just off of what it is, and it's real. Like, all of the emotions that you hear on the CD are real. And personally, I haven't heard a rap artist make something that sounds as real as this CD sounds. So Kanye West, you definitely have a solid CD there. It's definitely a roller coaster ride. But for this CD, I really, some of his bars aren't exactly amazing. He doesn't really, his flow is a little bit choppy. He tries to do some things. He does singing a lot of auto-tune. Not a fan of auto-tune. Do like T-Pain, though, who all of his music is in auto-tune. They're just like, hey, you know what? Give this guy the auto-tune. His voice sucks. Makes a whole CD in auto-tune, and it goes on to be a multi-million-dollar smash idea. T-Pain, though. But next part about this, how do I feel about the CD? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a good record. Definitely deserves at least one spin. $4, you're not going to find it cheaper anywhere else. If you do find it on like the pre-owned rack at FYE, it might be worth picking up if you go and you're able to do that deal they normally have there, where it's like buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 2 get 1 for $1, buy 3 get the 4th one free. However they want to do their special deal. If it's pre-owned and it's used, it's worth checking out. Or you go online and listen to some of the songs on YouTube, and it's worth checking out that way. Now, my favorite part about this is when I tell you guys the next CD I'm going to be reviewing. And boy, let me tell you, when I saw this in Target, I had to pick it up. I had to pick this CD up, and I'm very excited to show you guys what I picked up. I picked up Shania Twain, and this CD is called Now. Now, I'm a very big fan of Shania Twain. Now, I've been listening to Shania since like 1993, 1994. All of her songs are really good. She's a really good entertainer, and I almost feel like she's wholesome and she's pure. She doesn't really have anything negative. I mean, she has no problem showing what sexy and class look like together from her album artwork. I haven't opened this CD yet. As you can see, I still got the cellophane on it. So this is going to be the next CD that I review on this channel, and I'm really looking forward to it. This came out in September 2017. I wanted to pick it up, but I never found a place to buy it from, and when I saw it at Target for $12, I said, this is definitely coming home with me. So, as always, this has been the review for Kanye West, 808 and Heartbreak. I give this CD, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, decent music, decent bars. Auto-tune is a little bit overrated, but for what it is, he definitely produced a solid piece of work. It's worth checking out at least once or twice. I wouldn't say you have to go out and buy this, but you can listen to his music for free on YouTube, or you can Spotify it. As always, my name is Johnny5. Make sure you guys give me a big old thumbs up. Make sure you leave me some love in the comment box below. And as always, subscribe in the corners and you ring the bell. And I will catch you guys on the next one with a fresh review about Shania Twain. Catch you guys on the next one. Later, taters.